6, this Shobha Yatra was being taken out. It started from that particular lane. If Vivek can try to show you, that's the right turn. The Shobha Yatra was coming from this very area, and from this very area, the moment the Yatra took right turn, at the time itself, stone pelting was started by few antisocial elements. Like we are continuously showing you the pictures, such stones. How can someone collect such stones? Which is this such incident somewhere telling us as to how it was a pre-planned conspiracy, premeditated. Everything was was absolutely done after doing a complete pre-planning. So remember that similar sort of incident which we are witnessing here in Delhi. It has happened in Madhya Pradesh, in Gujarat, in West Bengal, and now in national capital. Home Minister Amit Shah has also taken note of this. Around 10 teams of Delhi police have been formed. They are doing investigation in this entire case. What we are also learning is that FIR has also been lodged. This is what we are now getting from our sources, that FIR has been lodged. A few people have been injured. They have been admitted there in Babu Jagjivan Ram Hospital. 2 police personnel who got injuries, they are also being treated there at the same hospital. So the eyewitnesses are telling us as to how it was a pre-planned attack on the people who were part of Shobha Yatra procession, which began from that lane, and with the moment it took right turn, the stones were pelted on them. Also, let me try to show you the entire picture of this very lane. You can clearly see as to how there are pieces of glasses. We'll move and then we'll continue to show you the pictures of the stones. Those were pelted at Shobha Yatra, how these petrol pumps were used. So they had everything in advance. Advanced planning was also done. Now the Delhi police is also marching, talking to people and requesting them to be there inside their houses. Also on the other side, I would ask Vivek to come with me. We'll try to show you more pictures. On the other side, you see as to how this scooter was set ablaze, and then the shops were looted. This is what the people here are telling us. So police has now assured that strict actions will be taken, strong actions will be taken. Nobody would be spared. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has also spoken to Lieutenant Governor, where it has been told by Lieutenant Governor that nobody would be spared and strong actions would be taken. You see, this scooter was set ablaze, and then a few things those were lying here. Everything was put on fire by the rioters. Let's also move ahead and try to show you the pictures of that particular shop which was looted. A shop was also looted. I would ask Vic to come with me. We'll try to show you more visuals. That's the particular shop which was also looted. ये दुकान लूटी गई थी? कौन सी? ये वाली? That's the very shop. This shop. Vivek, come with me. This shop was looted. You can see as to how the things those were inside the shops. These things are now lying here, and the people here are now demanding strict actions to be taken up. मालिक है यहाँ के?
नहीं।
अच्छा, ये दुकान किसने लूटी? कैसे?
इसका मेरे को नहीं पता, बस पता है इतना पता चला है कि इस पे क्या नाम हमला हुआ, यहाँ से सामान वगैरह
कितने लोग आए थे जब यहाँ पे लूट?
उसका मेरे को कोई अंदाजा नहीं।
अच्छा, आप उस वक्त मौजूद नहीं। So that's the very shop which was also looted by the rioters. Let's move ahead and try to show you more pictures of this very lane where this incident had taken place at around 5:30 to 6. Now the people are demanding that these people should now be removed. They are also saying that Rohingyas live here for the last many years, and now they would want authorities to take actions against them, and they would want that authorities must identify them and also take strictest actions against them. This is what the locals are telling us. So at one side we are showing you pictures of glass pieces. Also on the other side, the stones, those were used to pelt at the procession, which was taken out from the very next lane to right, which is right next to C block. And the moment it took right turn, it was attacked with stones, with petrol bombs, with these bottles. These bottles were pelted at them. So this is certainly telling us, Niranjan, as to how they had done planning in advance. Everything was pre-planned. Once again, we are seeing these pictures as to how these people had collected stones at their respective houses, on the terrace of their houses, and the moment that procession Shobha Yatra entered in this lane, they attacked them, they pelted stones at them. Now we'll have to wait and watch, Niranjan, how the investigation in this case is going to further proceed. Now police is telling us that they have formed at least 10 teams and doing investigation of this entire case. Niranjan.
Yes, I'm going back to the videos. Let's go back to the videos one by one. We'll play the videos out, and I want to get an Abhishek Kapoor as well, because there is an emergency meeting that has been called. That's the breaking news update right now. Home Minister Amit Shah has called for an urgent meeting, and that meeting is taking place tonight itself. Tonight, in a few minutes from now, the Commissioner of Police in Delhi, Home Secretary, have been called for a meeting. He's going to be briefed tonight. Abhishek.
Well, yes, Niranjan. So what we are hearing is that the Home Minister, after having instructed the Commissioner of Police Delhi, Mr. Rakesh Asthana, to take charge and to make sure that the situation is contained and controlled, and the perpetrators are found out at the earliest, he's decided that he's going to take stock of the situation and make sure that this does not escalate further and does not go out of hand. Remember what happened, this is the same area where the Delhi riots or the Northeast Delhi, East Delhi riots happened in 2020 during the anti-CAA protests, and the government at the center does not want to take chances. The Delhi police does not want to take chances, and that's why this meeting, we had a special Commissioner of Police Law and Order already there on the ground, taking charge of the situation. And the fact that only cops are injured, Niranjan, shows that the police was alert, police was present there, and it averted the situation going out of hand. And that's something which is a good takeaway from this entire episode that has panned out since about 6 p.m. in the evening. And we have to make sure that those protocols are there. Remember, in the soundbite, the special Commissioner of Police said that there were about 50 cops shepherding and escorting the procession. I think that's a good way of handling a situation like this, particularly when it passes through some volatile areas, in this case Jangvirpuri in Delhi. But what is important is that the Home Minister does not want this to escalate further and is going to take a meeting about 10:30 p.m. Niranjan.
Yes. Abhishek, we had some responses come in. The Delhi Chief Minister spoke. You had several reactions come in also from parliamentarians in Delhi. I want to go across to Piyush once again. Piyush has been reporting from there, speaking to different people. Eyewitnesses, those who are affected directly. Piyush, know that passions are running high and people are very, very angry. Can you, without speaking to people, just give us an idea, take us through what happened there, try and walk us through those lanes and tell us what happened this evening.
Well, yes, Niranjan, like we are continuously showing you the pictures from this very lane where this incident had taken place. Remember that that stones were pelted. Let me also once again try to pan the camera and try to show what actually happened when this incident had taken place. That's the C block area of Jangvirpuri at around 5:30. This incident took place when the Shobha Yatra was taken by... Yes, Niranjan, like we are continuously showing you pictures. At around 5:30, this incident had taken place when the Shobha Yatra was taken out from that particular lane. I would ask Vik to come with me. We'll try to show you the pictures. That's the particular lane where the police personnel have been deployed here. When this procession, the Shobha Yatra, took right turn, they entered here, and you see how they were attacked. These stones were pelted, petrol bombs were hurled at them when they entered, when they took right turn from this very area. Now Amit Shah has also called for an emergency meeting, and the investigation in this case is now taking place. Around 10 teams have been formed. We are continuously showing you the pictures of that particular place where this incident had basically taken place. People are telling us that a good number of people were part of that procession, and when they reached here, they were attacked from these terraces, this very place. On the other side, the people who attacked them, they had gathered there in advance. In fact, they were carrying weapons. They had lathis in their hands. They attacked them. The moment they reached here, they entered in this particular lane. The procession started from that particular area. I would ask Vik to come with me. Police have been deployed, and media is not allowed to go beyond this very point where the incident had taken place. But we'll try to show after zooming. I would ask Vik to zoom, and then we'll try to show you pictures. That's the lane when procession took right turn from this very area, and when it entered in this very area. They were immediately attacked by the people who had already gathered. So this is certainly telling us as to how the planning was done in advance. They had bricks in their hands, they had stones in their hands, they had petrol bombs in their hands. So it was completely, it is now certainly indicating towards as to how they had planned everything. Now police is trying to identify each and every perpetrator using the videos those have surfaced and trying to zero in on all the accused in this very case. 10 teams have been formed, Ranjan, which will be investigating this case, and then a report would be submitted to the higher authorities. This is what now we are given to understand. So now the current pictures which we are showing is that the police personnel have been deployed in this area in large numbers. Though police is confirming to us that situation has now come under control, and they would continue to patrol these areas till the time situation absolutely comes under control and market once again opens. That's the market area also of Jahangirpuri, from where people buy their essential needs, and this market has now been closed. Both the entry and exit point have been completely barricaded. Police is now doing investigation, collecting evidences, and also trying to zero in on all the people with the help of videos also. Those have now surfaced. So at one side, we are showing you pictures of the violence, the clashes which took place. On the other side, we are given to understand is that investigation in this case, Niranjan, is now underway. 10 teams have been formed, and these teams would be investigating, would try to talk to people from both these sides and try to understand. Let me also try to show you pictures of this march. You see as to how RAF personnel are now marching towards the other side to instill a sense of confidence among the people. On the other side, police personnel have been deployed. You see, drones are also being used. If Vivek can zoom, drones are also being used to monitor the situation here. Vivek is zooming on that particular drone which is being used to monitor each and every development here. So police is now keeping a strict vigil, tight vigil. Senior officers of Delhi police are there on the spot. People have been asked to be inside, to stay indoors. This is what we are now given to understand. So investigation at one side, investigation is going on. On the other side, police is manning the entire area using drones also. So certainly police personnel are now on their toes. A good number of personnel have been deployed here. We also spoke to Dipendra Pathak, who is also a spokesperson of Delhi police. He also confirmed to us that all necessary actions would be taken, strict actions would be taken, and different equipments are also being used to contain the situation, to control the situation, and the entire area is being completely manned. So before I toss it back to you, let me once again try to show you pictures of these stones. Those were used, these stones were pelted on the people who were part of procession. There are pieces of glass, those are now lying on the streets of this very lane where this incident had actually taken place. We'll have to wait and watch, Ranjan, how the investigation in this case further proceeds. Even as the investigation is underway, paramilitary forces have been deployed, and also Delhi police personnel have also been deployed in large number here in this very area, C block of Jahangirpuri. Ranjan.
Yes, some more breaking news updates coming in. This is Arvind Kejriwal. Arvind Kejriwal has just spoken to the Delhi Lieutenant Governor, and not sure what can Arvind Kejriwal do at this point, because you've always had this turf war, Abhishek, on law and order situation. The state blaming the center. State wars have been ongoing ever since Arvind Kejriwal has been in power. But technically, what can the state do? Of course, he spoke saying that he's praying and requesting everyone to maintain calm. What do we know about how closely they can work together, the kind of communication that has happened, etc.? Abhishek?
Well, Niranjan, so Arvind Kejriwal, of course, was caught at a puja place when this happened, and he has made a statement. He was sort of avoiding. Remember, he can he has the option of playing politics on this, because the police does not come under his charge. He can always wring his hands dry, saying that the police is under the central government, and that's a different Pandora's box. But what is important is, Niranjan, what comes out of the sound bites of the cops that we have gathered, that police was very prompt in its action. Police was quick in taking charge of the situation, taking control of the situation, quelling the riots, quelling the violence, using tear gas shell and dispersing the mobs on both the sides. And that is the reason why the cops are injured. And now, of course, investigation teams have been put in place, even as the Home Minister takes a stock of the situation. In a while from now, the cops have already started investigation. There would be FIRs overnight, and the conspiracy aspect would also be looked into. That's something that's coming out of all the conversation that Piyush and Himanshu have had with the policemen present in at the spot on the ground, including the Special Commissioner of Police, Mr. Dipendra Gupta. So I think what is important is that Delhi riots also almost following the playbook of Khargone, of Khambat, of Himmatnagar, but then the police being very prompt, quelled it, controlled it in the nick of time.
Yeah, Abhishek, I think RP Singh, Sardar RP Singh of the BJP also joining us live now. Let me go across to him to get a word. Sardar RP Singh, situation seems to be under control, but the pictures and the videos that have been coming into our newsrooms since this evening, giving us an idea about perhaps how this was planned like the other riots we've seen across the country. Of course, the investigation is on. Investigation will decide what really happened. But swords, gunshots being fired, it can't be spontaneous.
Well, it seems that it is not spontaneous. And also that there's a narrative being built in the country, a special ecosystem being created in the country as there is a problem in the country. And then situation of disharmony is being created in certain community, and then which is leading to this, and it's happening from Madhya Pradesh to Rajasthan to Jharkhand to Gujarat to Delhi now. Obviously, it can't be spontaneous. There are certain set of people who are planning this, who are executing this, who are getting this executed, but it's a matter of investigation. But right now, I'll request all Delhiites to maintain peace and calm, not get led by the videos or other things which has been shown on, which has been described on WhatsApp and all. But this is not the time to get into clashes or create disharmony. Let police investigate, and after the investigation, let the truth come out. That how come stones were pelted from a particular rooftop, stones were pelted from a particular place, who took the stones to that rooftop, all this need to be investigated.
Okay. Sardar RP Singh, stay with us. I'll take a short break and come back. Our live coverage continues here on Republic TV, getting in more and more videos of the police deployment and the aftermath of the clashes and what really happened there. Getting in live coverage and a live report from Jahangirpuri in Delhi, where Piyush is live. Stay tuned.